Hi, it's Thomas Cook from Toronto's real estate team at RE/MAX, and here is our March 2013 Toronto real estate market report. So, who's right? The media or the actual numbers? The media has been going on for 2 months now about how the market is crumbling and doom and gloom should be the order of the day. We'll give you the real numbers in this month's report, and you can decide for yourself who's right. So, let's review some of the Toronto Real Estate Board statistics. March MLS sales totaled 7,765 houses and condominiums in all the districts. This sales number was 4.1% below the average for the month over the last 2 years, but it was a big 20% below 1 year ago. Remember though, the spring 2012 market was record-breaking and not normal, although those are the numbers the media are continually focusing on. Townhouses and high-rise suites maintained a 30% share of the market, with 2,340 units changing hands. The March average sale price for all homes came in just below $520,000, up 3.1% from 2012. East of Yonge and south of Bloor in the CO8 downtown Treb district, the condo sales price average was $418,000, while west of Yonge in CO1, the average was $437,000. I'll give you more market details in just a few minutes. As you can see from this Toronto Real Estate Board monthly sales graph, March sales are down substantially compared to the previous 3 years. Again, looking back 12 years, 2010 through 2012 were very busy compared to the first 7 months of the decade. We're not even going to talk about 2008 in that list. But despite that, we just saw that the average sale price is still hanging in there with a slight increase over last year. The active listing inventory is one of the strongest indicators of how smooth or outrageous the market's going to be. We have a slightly below average level of inventory for the month of March, although we're up 8.7% from last year at this time. The sales to listings or percent chance of selling ratio is how we determine what type of market we're actually in. 24 to 28% is a neutral market, below 24% is a buyer's market, and above 28% is a seller's market. In March, that ratio finished at 42%, down 15% from last year's craziness, but above the average between 2002 to 2007. We're now in busy seller market territory. Mortgages are still very affordable, and the 5-year fixed-term rate is around the 3% mark or lower. That means a monthly payment on a $100,000 mortgage with a 25-year amortization is just $471. Several lenders now have a 2.79% rate available for a 5-year term. So, we've got decent inventory, moderate sales, moderate average price increases, and excellent mortgage rates. This is all good news for first-time and move-up buyers. While the overall days on market Treb average remained at 28, the numbers for downtown condos east and west of Yonge were 26 and 31 days respectively, a slight improvement over February. Detached Toronto homes were selling faster than in February at 18 days on average, and more affordable semis were moving in a quick 12 days. As you can see from the graph, the March average home price was again up from 1 year ago. This continues the trend that we saw all last year. I expect that this will continue because of the shortage of single-family homes coming on the market in the City of Toronto. Fewer first-time buyers and investors has caused the downtown condo market to slow, with sales numbers both east and west of Yonge down from 1 year ago. Both condo neighborhoods took a hit with an average 18% drop in units sold. Beating expectations, however, condo average sale prices were up by about 5% in CO1 and CO8 compared to 2012. Listings were up 20% in CO1 and up 4.5% in CO8 from March of last year. We also saw the ratio of sales to listings in CO1 edge upward again to 25.6%. Neutral market territory for the first time in several months, while CO8 east of Yonge moved up almost 10% to 40%, which is busy seller market territory. These stats are almost all positive and completely contrary to what the media has been predicting for the downtown condo market. To be fair, they should be considering the market over a broader range of time, instead of just referring back to the record market activity we had in the spring of 2012. Here's a reality check. Looking at the numbers for mortgage principal and interest, property taxes, and utilities for the average price GTA resale home, we're still in affordable territory for the average home buyer. We're not saying overextend yourself. Use caution and common sense and do a proper budget for yourself to see exactly what you're spending monthly and see if you can afford to buy your first home or move up to your next one. You can go to budget.torontorealestate.ca. That's budget.torontorealestate.ca and download a blank budget form and work your income and expense numbers for yourself to see where you stand. So, how do you decide if this may be the right time for you to step into the market? The best first step is to go on a market experience tour of condo or house neighborhoods with one of our team members. What a tour is not intended to do is find you your dream home. No pressure on these tours. What it is intended to do is to give you a clearer idea of what's available on the market in your favorite parts of the city and in your price range. Once you've had your tour, you'll be better able to set up a home buying plan and make a smart decision as to whether now is the right time for you to consider moving towards home ownership. You can sign up for your condo tour at dailydowntowncondotours.com. That's dailydowntowncondotours.com. And a tour of houses at dailytorontohometours.com. That's dailytorontohometours.com. All the best, and check back here in early May for our April Toronto Real Estate Market Report.